it's finally.
Finally, yeah. Dating back to the vaulty new communities and old school 2022 stuff.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Correct. Correct. You're absolutely right on that one. 100%. Of course. Hey, what's going on? This is Adam Shelton, known as the Captain Crypto. Excited about all the new executive orders. Been creating content for the last 5 to 6 years, and we've never had this type of movement, or at least the idea. We've never had somebody that got up to the podium and literally said the name crypto and is actually positive. So I'm excited to hear, and let's have a great show.
Sure, what's up? I've been I've been in and out of crypto since 2017. I've been creating content, YouTube videos mostly for about 2 years now, since 2022. Been through some up cycles and some down cycles, 2017, 2018, and 2021, 2022. So I'm hoping that this is the one cycle where we don't have any pullback. We can just kind of keep going up at a sort of a slow and steady, healthy pace, not too high, not too low. But yeah, I'm definitely bullish for the future. I'm bullish for 2025, and I'm excited to get this space going.
Oh, nice. Right. 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 And that's why you can use this app for it to be able to use that to help you. This is really simple and easy to use as well. Shoot. You don't have to really know about trading as all and not as much at all. You can just follow the rules. Yeah, I think it's important, man. I think that was kind of part of the plan that he wanted to do, and I think the aggressive executive orders kind of goes along that. I do believe there's more orders to be done with it, and even though there may have been a hesitation on the rise of crypto in terms of the market, if you look at Bitcoin, it's still staying at that consolidation area. It has not dropped under 100,000, and it's got up to like 107, 8, 9,000. Is that what it is, Dragon? Yeah, so I feel like it's getting ready to really move here soon, and I think those orders is starting to kick in. And you have Wall Street all of a sudden now they want to get involved. Wall Street announced that, yeah, we want to be more aggressive. Bank of America is now all about regulatory clarity with crypto stuff that you did not see before. So all that does go inside with the dollar and crypto and new digital assets. So man, whew, there's a lot that's going to be happening these next couple of months.
Yeah, I have to agree with all that stuff. I think the big question was, when Trump took office, was it going to be kind of a sell the news event? Because obviously the
Yeah.
pump usually happens before that kind of stuff. But no, we're holding steady. We're a little bit off our all-time high, 109,000, but we hit 107,000 earlier today. So I'm not seeing any sort of sell the news event and no slowing of momentum. Like when the Bitcoin ETF, when that happened exactly a year ago, there was a big sort of drop right when it went right after it was approved. It was pumping in the 2 weeks prior, and then right when it was approved the next day, then it went down. It took a while to recover there from that, but I'm not seeing any of this here. So I'm thinking 2025, it's looking like a good bullish year.
Yeah, I think it was kind of planned. Usually, when you have this is what I've learned in the space. When you expect something to happen, it normally is a delay. So if everybody's saying, "Hey, things are going to go up," it usually does either the opposite way or it does or just consolidates. So I kind of expected things would not go as up on that particular time, but it was the move afterwards. How low does it go? And it didn't go like incredibly low. It still was there, but then it started coming back up again. And then you start seeing executive orders and all that stuff the following day. So it did what I thought it would do. And I think in here the next few weeks or so, I think we're going to see more movement within a few weeks.
Yeah, I think there was just too many things he had to mention in that initial speech. So, you
Correct.
can't,
A lot.
it was a lot. You can't fit it all into just like a 2 hour speech like that. So, no, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think it kind of meant too much. Obviously, there was a slight dip there, but we have fully recovered now. So, that's the important thing.
Go first, Ben, or for me, if I was going to go, for me, I feel like it's power. I think that there's always been this hesitation when it comes to those things in the USA, and we've never been as aggressive. We were always steered away from it and kind of like tier on to other things. And I think this administration see the power of it and see the potential money from it as well. So now I think they're like, I think the administration has got business and work with crypto. Now, all these banks and organizations now is going to change their tune if their tune was off on this movement here. So it should be very, very exciting for the next couple of months.
Yeah, and I pretty much have no idea what it meant specifically. I mean, obviously, and part of it's they're creating the Bitcoin National Reserve, or there's talk about that. I'd expect more exchanges to definitely open up to USA residents. In part, it's very few. And shout out to BCC sponsoring this video. I'm a huge fan of their exchange. They are open to US residents. Most exchanges are not, but that might change going forward. And then obviously we're just seeing a lot of, once Trump created his own meme coin, now we're seeing a lot of sort of other big people creating their own meme coins. Mr. Beast is talking his coin. Michael Jordan might have created some coin last night. It was either real or fake. I couldn't tell, but you're just seeing a lot of big people are jumping on the bandwagon there. So it's going to be one change going forward. That's about all I got for that one.
It sure did. And I don't know if they expect this type of volume. And they choose Solana. So it put Solana really on the map, especially when they launched the Trump and Melania coin as well. So um, I don't know if they really expect it because they got serious amount of volume. The first day of it is it like it was just hard to buy it. You can't even get in.
Yeah, it was definitely making a statement when Trump chose to have his coin on Solana. I guess I don't know, maybe because it's faster, but totally the founder of Solana had made statements previously, like sort of pro-Trump, pro-Republican, nothing too heavy, but sort of. Whereas Vitalik in Ethereum, he completely stays out of politics. He made no mention that I'm aware of one way or the other. So I'd assume that's probably why he chose to have the coin on Solana. But then that's kind of it's forced Vitalik to kind of step his game up a little. He almost immediately changed his profile pic to something memeish related. He has been sort of alluding with some comments lately that in the past couple of days that he's going to be more meme coin related, that sort of stuff. So competition is always a good thing. And ETH and Solana, I expect it to definitely pick up in the next couple of weeks and months here. Yeah, I have yet to meet a trader who is just super pump fund efficient. Like that's how they make their money, just buying and selling pump fund coins. I'm sure they are out there. I know a lot of traders who are making a ton of money just doing, basic fundamental analysis, due diligence, doing a lot of kind of aping into a lot of slow cooks. They're good at that. But I have yet to meet somebody who has completely mastered aping coins off of pump fund and making money off of it. If they do exist, I'm not sure. But I mean, the volume, the number of coins, it's literally every second that multiple new coins are being created on pump fund. So it is definitely the wild, wild west. So yeah, it exists basically for the devs to make money. I'd agree with that, but it's just too difficult for short-term swing traders to make money off that.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Oh, absolutely. And one of the banks that I'm really pretty comfortable with is Bank of America. And I remember going inside of the Bank of America and them saying, we do not deal with any crypto. And this was like maybe about a year and a half ago. I recently went in there into a place and they said, yes, we are starting to welcome it. And it had a big smile on their face. So the tune has already changed, literally. And it was the same lady that told me that no, we don't handle it. You have to go somewhere else for it. I came in that same place about a year and a half later, and I just asked about Bitcoin crypto. Are you guys going to be accepting and working with it? It's like, yes, we're going to be working with it. Yes, things have changed, and smiled. So so they are starting to know about that from some of the outlets over here. So I think it's pretty good, man. It definitely is going to be something to really look for. And Morgan Stanley CEO says the bank is working with regulators to offer crypto assets. And it's funny though, because a lot of these did not want to deal with it. All of a sudden now we're open for business. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah, it's back in 2017, 2018. If you were for people who weren't around there, if you were just cashing out, just doing a basic crypto to fiat transfer at one of the big USA banks, I mean, most of the times it would go through, but it was always a couple business days. This thing of instant transfers out of like Coinbase and some of these other exchanges, or just like next day, like BTCC, that just did not exist in 2017, 2018. And then 10% of your transfers, they wouldn't even go. You wouldn't even know if your money would go through. I mean, you wouldn't lose it, but it was just way less reliable back then, even with the big banks. Now you don't have to worry about that at all. So the industry has definitely changed for the better. So that's a good thing.
Right.
Yeah, and it was back like old school days, 2017, 2018. Banks still, they kind of viewed it as competition cryptocurrency, because crypto, the main utility then, people still kind of thought it was like a payment mechanism, which, let's be real, crypto is just not a payment mechanism anymore. It's a store of value, it's a just, trading vehicle, etc. But back then, so banks were, I mean, they obviously, you don't want to kind of adopt something that is going to take your industry out of business. And that's how it was viewed back 2017, 2018. Now crypto has its niche place, and it's not a payment mechanism whatsoever. So, I mean, a little bit, but not too much. But basically, banks don't view it as competition. It's just a niche. If you want to be trendy, you pretty much have to kind of align yourself with it to a certain extent. People like crypto. It's the best performing asset on the planet, for this, last year or two. So you got to kind of, join the team, and banks are. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, those banks do not want to be left out. And then Grayscale today, they filed for a Solana ETF, and also it was another ETF, Litecoin. Litecoin. I'm like, Litecoin? I'm like, we getting serious. We hear a Litecoin ETF? It could, I know, right?
I mean,
Litecoin
that's hard. That's
ETF.
hardcore. The Litecoin ETF. I agree. It's super hardcore.
God. Yeah.
And there's no Litecoin maxes. There's Ripple maxes, ETH maxes, Solana maxes, Bitcoin maxes. Litecoin just doesn't really have maxes. So yeah, when they got the ETF, I'm like, okay, okay, I'm down with that. It's edgy, but kind of cool.
Well, yeah, that's definitely going to be legal implications. But every time I go to X, I'm always seeing a senator or somebody speak about Bitcoin, and sometimes the Bitcoin Reserve as well. It's definitely going to have that. But I do feel like, because the SEC has somebody there that's sitting in as a chair, and I believe I forgot her name, but she is working with regulations, crypto regulations about with this. So it's going to, I feel like we're going to start hearing more news about where direction crypto is going to go within the next, few weeks, few months, whatever, probably soon because things are moving pretty fast. And so I think you're going to see an aggressive push to get some things done as well. So, because every time I go look at the X, I'm always seeing someone from either the administration of this current administration, or you'll see somebody just saying, Bitcoin here's Bitcoin is doing that. So I expect something coming up soon, at least me.
Yeah, and I'd like to look a little more into just what specifically like a Bitcoin reserve entails. I don't really know too much, to be honest, but obviously each nation, they kind of stockpile a bunch of hard assets, and if your asset is in one of those, government reserve, if they've stockpiled, then that obviously bodes well for the asset, so it's bullish. But I mean, other than just kind of keeping a reserve, I'm not really sure what it's used for in certain cases, or is it just kind of theirs, like it's a hedge against, I don't know, like a budget deficit or a worst case scenario. Not sure, but I would like to look into that more. It's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some. I mean, if you look at the debt ratio, it definitely has risen, and it's going to continue to rise as well. But that's where Bitcoin can come in as well to try to help with that as well. But I think the biggest thing is going to be the inflation part of it. Is we're going to have another meeting, another Fed meeting is going to happen next week. So that's going to determine, are we going to raise interest rates? Are we going to keep them the way it is, or we're going to cut it? So I think we'll know pretty soon where things are going to be headed, at least for the next month or so.
Yeah, it all ties in with interest rates. I'm no expert about what the exact rate cut should be and how slow and fast to cut rates, etc. But definitely ties in with that. I mean, other than that, there's no real kind of quick solution to sort of decreasing people's day-to-day costs and rent costs and everything. It's, obviously the country is just getting more and more expensive. I guess, if people want to save costs, you can always just move away from the city and just much more rural, lower your cost of living like that. But as for right, that's the simple solution. Like, where I'm from, Boston, you just drive up like just an hour. You go to New Hampshire or Maine, whatever, and then yeah, it costs like 3 to 4 times less. It's 1 2 hours. So people can just do that. But as for cost of living going down in major cities, I definitely don't see that happening anytime soon.
Really? Are you serious? Oh yeah, it's crazy. Oh wow, 10,000? Oh my god, $10,000. Yeah, yeah. Do you remember XRP being like 13 cents, 14 cents? Oh my god, 30 cents. That's around the pandemic era. I do. Wow. Mm, yeah. No, I don't even think it would be 100,000. No, because it was speculation. Because it started rising once he went to that Bitcoin conference. Well, it started a little bit, it kind of there. And what price was it? Is it was in the 70s, I believe. Before it was, what? You know what? I think you may be right. Because it went down.
Yeah, it was September. Bitcoin was in the low 50s. That was mid-September, so not that long ago. Um, so yeah, and then it's so yeah, yeah. If Trump was not in office, I don't think we'd definitely not be at 105. We'd be less than that. I don't know. I can predict that we'd be at 70, 80,000, but I don't think we'd be at 105. That is for sure. And another lesson from the election is that poly market or poly whatever that is, the prediction thing. So that was
Yeah.
dead on accurate with their election predictions.
Wow.
Remember, the polls were saying that it was pretty even and Kamala was going to win. Poly market was saying it was by the end about 63 to 64% of votes were money was going in saying Trump's going to win, not Kamala. So it was totally opposite what the phone call polls were doing, the traditional polls. So going forward, people are going to be, people are going to be eyeing Polymarket, the betting poll, for anything politic prediction related because it was just dead on accurate.
Do they want you to sell? Yeah. I mean, you have Jamie Dimon is still coming out saying, hey, he doesn't support Bitcoin, but then he's the chief of the Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan. And JP Morgan is literally coming out and saying, yes, we support crypto. But then he keeps saying it. Have you noticed that?
You nailed it. JP Morgan has always been weird because the CEO, Jamie Dimon, he has always been against it literally since 2014. That's when he started making negative comments. But the rest of the company, the rest of the bank has always been positive. The other employees,
Always.
it's always been that way. So it's very weird.
Why is he doing this? Why? Yeah. Yeah. And it's like he's just getting away with it, and nobody's really calling him out. He's able just to kind of say these things, but he owns Bitcoin, a lot of it. His company does, and I'm pretty sure his wallet does. And so it's like it's no one is coming out and saying, "Hey, man, you're crazy. What's the big idea with this?" But maybe they're in it too because just like Ben Crypto says, it's always been kind of weird. And I remember he said a quote. says he's done talking about crypto. I don't care. It doesn't have any value. And he said this about 2 weeks ago. He says Bitcoin has no value. Literally says this. And he says Jamie Dimon compares Bitcoin to smoking. He
Yeah, I
said
mean,
that.
I
Compare
think
Bitcoin
it's
to
just a
smoking.
personality difference. I mean, Jamie, he's born and raised in New York City. He's a hardcore New Yorker, banking, his entire life. I think he like Harvard undergrad, Harvard business school. So some people's personality is just not going to be a perfect fit with crypto. Like with crypto and him, just not a personality fit. But from a business standpoint, I think he kind of understands it's a bullish thing to be a part of it, even if he doesn't say so. Yeah, I mean, I think the big challenge going forward, my main concern is just us avoiding any future crypto winners. We want to avoid 2022. We want to avoid 2018. So I don't even really
Right.
like it when the market pumps too hard because when it pumps too much, then
Mhm.
obviously it's going to inevitably pull back. And then it specifically pulls back because when these projects have too much money, and then they start doing stuff with customer funds and putting it in sort of lending protocols with ridiculous APY rates, and it's just a whole host. So people just get a little too cocky, and so we want them. So if it goes up at a steady pace, but not too much, then people don't get cocky like that. It doesn't have a setup for a big crash. I like it. I love the pace it's been going up the last year or so. I'd like to keep that pace. I do not want it to just shoot up to $250,000 tomorrow. That's definitely my so avoiding the crypto winter. That's my long term strategy there.
Yeah. Thank goodness. Thank goodness, because there was rumors that this was gonna fly. Now, this is before Trump got in, but there were rumors that they were really considering this. And of course, Gary Gensler was, I wonder where he's at right now. I wonder where before we continue this, where do you think he's doing right now? I mean, is he just what? Oh, come on. Really? What? Wow. Oh my God. And well, speaking, you say so. So no, no, you're good. You're good. You're good because you said Gary Gensler. He took away his access. Is that what you said? Oh yes. Where is Gensler? You haven't heard nothing. Yeah, man. That his last interview, he still was taking shots, bro. He still was taking shots. I'm like, bro, like this is your last day. Like he's like, man, if I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out the Gensler way. I'm gonna go out the Gensler way. He's still taking shots. I'm like, bro, yeah, he sure did. Cause he used to teach the class. He should teach it. I wonder if it's something that like a change of heart or like what was that? Yeah, I agree. And then going back to your saying about the CDCs and Trump administration basically just completely canned that idea. And that was one of the executive orders. Yeah, that was to ban central bank digital currencies. And then I think he kind of like signed like some type of group to access and then that's when that's what happened. So after that was announced, and then that's when a group or whatever to start this creation of this strategic Bitcoin stockpile, this little this reserve. So that's what that happened with there. And then I was doing some research. I think the USA they own about 195,000 Bitcoin, something like that, or 98 or 99. So Trump is like, listen, we're not gonna mess that up. And so we're not gonna create something that's gonna create a lot of confusing and opportunity because we already have an opportunity right here. That's what I think. It's control, it's power, and keeping things in-house in the United States. That's what I think.
Yeah, I don't. That is a very high number of. Yeah, I had also heard the Bitcoin Reserve.
198,000 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you do the math. That is a ton, and then they're smart enough that if they did ever sell that, they wouldn't want to like cannibalize the market. They're not idiots about that, so they'd probably do some kind of over the counter deal that wouldn't affect the markets, or maybe they just wouldn't sell them whatsoever. Usually, if you put something in a Bitcoin reserve, then it's designed not to be sold. So yeah, that's definitely a good thing. Them holding that many, and there isn't really going to be any sell pressure there. So that's very bullish. And then, yeah, the SEC, the Ripple lawsuit with the SEC, I don't know. They always they have a tendency to kind of file a lot of these big actions right before a commissioner leaves. It's like the Ripple lawsuit. This was in the last commissioner right before he left. That's when they filed the Ripple lawsuit. It was like
Right.
late December, and then this time it was the Elon Musk lawsuit when Gensler left a couple of weeks ago. I don't know what the rationale for that is, but it definitely seems to be a regular thing. A big lawsuit right before a commissioner exits.
Mhm. Exactly, man. Yeah, man. Oh God, I know. Minutes later, like minutes or an hour or so, minutes, bro. I'm like, what? You know, yeah, it's like that was set up, man. Yeah, I think that was already in the works to sell it. Yeah, yeah. Oh, to suit. Oh my God, we did already?
Time was time's
Damn.
flying when you're having a good time. Yeah, no, I looked at the
Yeah,
clock
this
too. I'm
is a
like,
great
damn, that's
show.
an
We got
hour.
over 100 people in here. Did you know that? People was just flying in. Dang. I didn't even realize that many people's in here. Like 128 plus. Wow. Oh my God. We definitely got to do this again. Oh, this is real. This is real. This is real. Nice. Right. That copy trading function there, yeah, that's pretty bullish. Yeah. This definitely
Yeah,
help people who do not know how to trade or they're nervous about like, pulling the trigger. They can literally just copy this. I've been looking at the application. It's pretty legit here. This
it's
this
a
is can be really out. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. No, I'm dropping a video about how a tutorial video for BTCC how to copy trade specifically. Dropping that in a couple
Really?
days. Yep, perfect timing for
What?
this. Yeah,
What? Wow. Yo. Yes, we've had seen people come and gone. Oh my God. Oh yeah, of course. Of course. Oh, that's crazy. Look, where did they get that off a milk carton or something? Like you just gonna just start. It's like one of those things you hear about it and you just start to believe it. Oh yeah, $20,000 by Monday. Yeah, it just wow. I'm like, do you guys see the supply? Did y'all see the ratio? And yeah, to make those numbers work. Yeah, yeah. Ethereum is probably just crazy. Jeez. Yeah, I saw someone put a thumbs up. I saw somebody. Yeah. Yo.
Thank-
Oh yeah, it took another hour, another 2 hours actually. Let's
Good.
go.
Thanks, guys. Good. Thanks for having me on. Thanks, BTCC and Adam. Good to meet you as well. Great show here. We should definitely do it again.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit. Got a monster inside of me, you better watch out. If you ignite me, the road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day.